What's up, guys? It's 8-Bit Eric, and today's video we're going to be talking about an interesting event that happened during the Nintendo Direct the other day. If you guys aren't aware of what a Nintendo Direct is, for whatever reason, I guess you might not be a gamer, it's a live stream event where Nintendo talks about upcoming games and various different news topics relating to Nintendo. Well, on the day of the event, reports started coming in to various media outlets and California State University employees, professors, and more because apparently there was a bomb threat. And I'm not trying to make light of that and laugh about it, but when we take a look at this article, you're going to laugh because again, it's another instant of somebody being a complete moron. But university student asked their professor to cancel class due to today's Nintendo Direct with email containing perceived vague threat. So this student emailed their professor asking him to cancel class so they could watch the Nintendo Direct. And the professor saw something in this email that he took as a vague threat. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Oh, man. So on this day of the event, reports started coming out that there was a threat because the language used in this email sent to the professor was interpreted as a credible threat, which led to a fucking full-blown investigation by the police and increased security measures at the event. But as it turned out, the kid's email was just a joke. So yeah, you heard that right. It was sent by somebody who was trying to be funny but didn't mean any harm. So let's go back and look at the greater details of this. So continuing on, this says the individual asked for class to be canceled for the good of humanity due to the Nintendo Direct presentation airing later that day. So somewhere in the email, he said, for the good of humanity, please cancel class. I could see where this day and age, especially with increased precautions, with several different tragedies and tragic events where people have lost their lives recently, when you get an email and you're a professor that's a fucking boomer, you have no idea what a Nintendo Direct is, but you read the words cancel class today for the good of humanity, you're going to take precaution, right? You're going to take precaution. Now, was it a little bit overboard? You know what? I think this is an instance where the professor erred on the side of caution because you never know. Plus, it's a university. Things have been happening. So this says, while the individual later followed up and admitted it was a bad joke, it was still enough to put people on edge, and the police department did believe it contained a perceived vague threat. So you can see this was a full notice sent out. So it said, tonight we were made aware of a perceived vague threat to campus received by a professor via email. The email referenced a once-in-a-lifetime event that would occur tomorrow, February 8th, and the individual urged the professor to cancel class for the good of humanity. So, okay, that's the fault of the kid. If the kid says there's a once-in-a-lifetime event happening tomorrow and for the good of humanity, please cancel class, there's absolutely no context to what that kid could be talking about. Why couldn't the kid just say, hey, dude, I can't make it to class? It's college. You don't have to go to class. You could skip class if you fucking want to. Or you could just be like, yo, I ain't coming in class because there's a Nintendo Direct. Or, hey, can you cancel class? Like why would you even contact your professor to cancel an entire class? The class could continue without you. Jesus Christ. I get it. Maybe he was doing a joke. So the individual right here reached back out, admitting that it was a bad joke regarding the Direct event. Out of an abundance of caution, additional officers will be on campus. So they really kept going on about this and increased security anyway, because this day and age, you can't trust these fucking college kids anyway. So yeah, this really highlights the importance of being mindful of what language you use in your communication, especially via email or text, because tone, context can't really be interpreted. Uh, email or written languages, words can be really misinterpreted, especially in high stakes situations for whatever reason. And it's important to consider that there's potential consequences of your actions when you hit send on a message. All right. There's a catchphrase that I've heard: "Don't press send." You know what I mean? Sometimes do not press send. So imagine, you're settling in to watch your Nintendo Direct presentation, and then all of a sudden you're getting all these emails that there's a credible threat being sent out, and there's a whole bunch of police officers, authorities springing into action. There's a full-blown investigation looking to the credibility of a bomb threat or whatever, and the school's ramping up security measures, and it turns out that it was just a big joke because some fucking weeb. "Professor, can you cancel the class today? There's a once in a lifetime event." There's been several Nintendo Directs. How the fuck was it once in a lifetime? Fucking God. Oh, just skip class, dude. This is definitely a reminder that you all need to be careful about the words that you use again. It's too easy for words to be misinterpreted. I'm going to say that again. So you shouldn't even be sending joke emails to your professor anyway. There's a student-teacher, difference. You have to approach and talk to professors like professionals. They're not your colleague. They're above you. They're a step above you. They're the ones mentoring you, teaching you your class, your subject. So take a moment to consider how it might be received on whoever you're sending a text, an email, whatnot. You know what I mean? Because this incident was a thoughtless joke that could have gone bad. This kid could have ended up in jail or worse. So yeah, this Nintendo Direct incident, I saw it floating around definitely, and it's a nice little cautionary tale about the dangers of thoughtless personal digital communication. So yeah, with that said, the Nintendo Direct definitely was pretty good, and I wouldn't call it once in a lifetime, but oh man, imagine telling your professor you need class canceled because it's a once in a lifetime event and it's for the good of humanity. Imagine. Fucking kids these days, dude. Kids these days. And of course, it was in California, California State University. I'm just joking. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts about this? I wanted to talk about it today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.